Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be watching RC vs Zeta Day 4 IJL. I saw the other one got some good views, so we're going to continue this and see how it goes. I know I'm not making all of them. I don't really have that much time, but we're going to try. We're going to try. At least get the important matches, the ones that people want to watch first. Before... Let's head to the band picks over here. Alright, band survivors, Gravekeeper Archer. Those are good bands, those are good bands. Enchantress, First Officer against the Goat Man, Hullabaloo. This also gets the Cueist out of the way because rechargeable items. The Puppeteer band means he's probably not going to play Goat Man. I don't see a Hullabaloo either because of that Puppeteer band. Perfumer choice is rough. That's a good one. We don't really see that often for first round. And Magician just does a very good Kaida. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit here. Hunter picks. I'm not sure what he would go here. Miko has a lot of good options. Oh, Queen Bee. Queen Bee's a good one. Puppet Band does not make sense for a Queen Bee, but the Gravekeeper Band does make sense there. Okay, let's get into the match now. We see this spawn Queen Bee up here just because. Okay, Queen Bee up here just so that she can go in. It's because this spawn wouldn't be that well, and like your other options here, and then you're too far. So this really helps be a very good central spawn. Okay, into the match we go. Maybe. Alright, we got Blink, Detention Trump card, Rage and Berserk. Is that Rage? Yeah, I think that's Rage and Berserker. We got Yumpy with Full Kite. We've got Young with Knee Jerk. We've got Fuku with Tide and First Officer with Tide. Very standard builds, everyone getting healing. Audience effect on 2 survivors, just so on the 2 main. Oompy here down into this area. 11 and corner. I'm not sure what this is called. I really need to learn these positions. We got the chase on Yimpy. 1 assimilation, 2 assimilations. We should get the 3rd one here. 4th, 2 chips, 3 chips. Well, sorry, 2 chips now. We'll have 3 chips here. And now 1, yep, pallet break animation. He might push her away, which is, yeah, that chip wasn't meant to hit. Oh, that second one hitting is big. Alright, that's 4 stacks on the Enchantress, though. Full Kite Enchantress dying that fast is not natural. That second chip that he did there was to push the Enchantress away from having a smoother kite. But, like, in her... She probably should have taken that chip and tried to head inside 11 instead of trying to dodge the second one. Just break this pallet to clean up, send the bees around to the perfumer. Since it's a perfumer, she's probably just going to try and keep all of... Yeah, I wouldn't try and chip here just because it's a perfumer. I think she was trying to bait out just 1... Yeah, she doesn't get that second one. She was trying to bait out 1 chip, 1 perfume against the perfumer, but the perfumer just took the rescue. Blink for the rebound. This the cipher progress is looking at around 200, almost, yeah, 200, like 10% here. You've got City coming in for the second rescue. Young's gonna go to City Cipher, finish that one off. Fuku's going back to the Cipher. I think that's a new one actually. Miko's a little bit confused, gets the beat, going for just a stinger. I think we're gonna go out of range here, try and get energy. The energy should tell you where he is. Chip 1, he got hit. That's unfortunate. This is gonna be a good rescue. 2, unless he gets a TS, which he is buying a lot of. Cancels attack recovery for a 3 stack. So good in Monkey Melody's eyes. Good Miko Melody's eyes, and we have Yimpy here just going. We're just gonna die off in the corner here. Full Kite Enchantress dying that fast is very unusual. It's not normal, so RC is really on the back foot here, just trying to get through this match. Make sure it's at least a tie. This full stack assimilation helps really a lot here. Ooh, nice hit, nice hit. I don't think we keep chasing him. I don't think we keep chasing him. I don't think this is a good idea. It's a lot of time. Even if you make it so he doesn't get that, you still get the second stack here is what I was gonna say. Drop down? I would have swung. I don't think it would have hit, but I would. Oh! Miko is really getting these mind games. He's won 2 mind games at this point, other than that Perfuma mind game. This is really on the back foot for RC. Also, don't ask me why the bit rate is so bad. It is so bad, I don't understand it. We're cheering, we know that Perfuma has to come in. One, force the jump back. If she doesn't, yeah, that's... Does she make that? Oh, she does, just barely though. Yeah, because that doesn't interrupt chips anymore. A chip doesn't interrupt chair pulling. So just barely. 2 ciphers left, about 100% progress required, but since it's on 2 separate ciphers, if it's only one cipher doing it, one person doing it, the person has to go to both ciphers, so there's a lot of lost progress. Miko has swapped all the way already to teleport to get that faster cooldown. The long chair time on the first officer is gonna hurt, but he does know that it has to be the magician coming in, so he can just cut off the magician, and I think they're gonna go for a sell here because no more tinnitus on Miko's end, so he can just start chasing the magician for free. I need like a button on my mic to be able to like turn it off in a second, but like because my voice does not do this well. I don't know how other commentators do it for so long. We got the nice, just buying any inch of time. This looks like a 4K. He wants to hit so he can run to magician with more energy. He's gonna use his bees to check one area, and then he's gonna use main body to check another corner. If he gets a whiff of tinnitus, he'll stay. If he doesn't, he'll go check around the map. He'll go the long way around to get tinnitus from this corner, go into this corner to check for tinnitus, and then once he loses it, he knows that he has to be somewhere here. We keep this tinnitus up here. Now we know that the corner position has to be the graveyard dungeon or the front of graveyard there. So we're not gonna be too sure. We're gonna check if he's hiding. We got this simulation. It's GG. And so here's a 4K by Miko. We're gonna skip forward a little bit. Also, I think we're gonna put it on 2x speed actually. Just because it's just walk all the way. TP. Look for the Perfuma as long as you can. The Perfuma won't heal until she's like dead. Her goal is to get to 75% health and then rest heal like that. And then the goal is to run straight towards yeah, no, you can't get hit there. The goal was to run towards magician, pick the magician up, and then be able to just then she can't get hit down because then she can get dungeon. They tried. We're gonna head straight into round 2 second half. Sorry, round 1 second half. Right here where we have Aka playing against Tsunami, Dolisu, Hametsu, and Alpha. They banned Enchantress Archer just like the other man. No, the other one was Gravekeeper Archer, so we see an Enchantress Archer ban. No Harasser, so we see the Anti and the Gravekeeper and Matador out round 1 with Hametsu. Perfuma Puppeteer ban, so Alpha's probably gonna go here. Another kind of like Magician, Aeroplanist, second Tide. Well, I think we have 3 characters that can take Tide here. I'm not sure which 2 will, or if all 3 of them will. I'm gonna select talents, Hunter pick. He's got a lot of options. There's a lot of options for round 1 other than like last season. So we're gonna see the Queen Bee again because Queen Bee is always very good. Let's get into the match. Alright, we got the exact same spawns here. Grave at middle, the kite out here. Hametsu's up here instead, so we're probably going to see a chase onto... I would probably chase the Matador just to get him out of here, just because the anti is going to be able to go into... let's turn this down. Into graveyard if necessary. We've got knee-jerk tied aeroplanist, knee-jerk tied Matador, full kite anti, tied BT. So they're playing for one. The 3 no BTs is basically, hey, give me one. Yeah, so we got the Dolisi Chase right here. Exact same position, except that instead of an Enchantress, it's a Matador, and Aka lost. Yeah, Aka got mind gamed. He's so far! He's so far! That's... okay. No assimilation still. A lot of these Queen Bees try and do the tap so that like the bees don't move too much, and then we've got pulled back. Nice, what do you call it? Shoot. Optimization. Oh my god, my words. Alright, Aka doesn't go down. Second chip does not hit, but the first one does. We've got 30% energy. Swing? Alright, that's a good trade, that's a good trade. A lot of Queen Bees use the accessory, but not the skin, and I don't get it. I like the skin is cute. Oh, beautiful, I guess. One more? I would have chipped. I think he had the energy. Oh, you got that one. You got the one out in the open. You won the mind game. There we go. A little bit of jukes. That's 270%. It's gonna be about like 275% progress on the... by the time he chairs. 2, 3, 4, 5. See? Oh well, it's not even the one here. He's gonna get that finish. That's a 3 cipher kite. But he does have... Aka still has blink. This is why I think Queen Bee with either abnormal or Peepers is way better, because blink, while consistent, does not help your kite in the way you think it would. You're usually way too far. Yeah, he did that to avoid the hover. You're usually way too far from a survivor to be able to actually blink them, so it's never really useful to be able to have blink. Like, most of Queen Bee's time is spent not catching up to the survivor, but mind gaming a pallet from a decent distance away, just like the new Dentist. Like, Dentist with blink makes no sense in my opinion. It just doesn't work for him. Like, he'll blink for like 2 milliseconds either. What do you guys think of the Dentist nerfs? I think his detention needed to go out. The detention chip damage made no sense. I think they took that out for that new thing they added. Oh yeah, you got the nice chair squiggle, so like get energy while being able to chip. More chair squiggles, tap, it doesn't matter. Gets one hit, gets another hit onto the Graves. Graves 3.75 damage, and the Dolisu with Matador is also 3.75. Nice hit, cancel attack recovery, perfect. Very good by Aka there. Going into B form, kind of outplaying the survivors here a little bit. But the Cypher's almost done. Cypher's almost done, and he didn't get to use straight once. This is why I don't think Blink Queen Bee is such a great option. There was never really a position on his first chase, so yep, and he has to swap out of it. He can't use it. That's a wasted trait. That's the only reason he won't be able to 4K, is because he wasn't able to use his trait accurately. Miko was able to use that trait on the rebound, so he was able to get a lot of that momentum, but having to just sit on with a trait is just not useful. You cannot do that. Especially in this meta. One chip. Oh, it missed. Just a bit slower than he wanted. He's distracted looking at the Cypher here. No one's here. The second one's being worked on. 91% is too high for him to leave it. And unfortunately for Aka, the survivors want a 1 out, so they're gonna get the 1 out just because he wasn't able to use his trait. TP does not help you get down. I didn't. Grave goes into shovel. There's so many items on the survivors. Hametsu has 67% of. Oh, that's rough. No, no, and they just popped. That's so rough. Alright, so this is gonna be like point. Shinami might try. Shinami doesn't have items here, which is essentially the best condition for Akka to be in, but like he's playing these mind games around this giant building that doesn't really help. He needs to just break the pallet. He does not need to be mind gaming these. Like, okay. See, he's still not breaking it. He's still not. He wants to prevent Shinami from going to dungeon just in case it is. But like, this is not a mind game you want to play as a hunter just because you have the long side and the short side, and if you don't break the long side, the short side's just way faster for the... There's no risk for the survivor to vault. Yeah, so he does know dungeon is here. He does not want to get the escape because that is a huge point difference. I don't think he knows if Shinami has the jetpacks for it is the thing. So he's trying to play. Now see, he's on the long side again, and he has to go. He gets the tie. They got the tie that they need. But like you can't not break that pallet. You end up tunnel visioning yourself as a hunter, but then you realize that there has to be risk for you to not vault it. Alright, we're gonna go into round 2. First half. Okay. I am blind while I'm talking. Okay. 2x speed. We get the bans on Sia Archer. Goatman ban, no Goatman. Lakeside, we probably wouldn't see a Goatman. I think Goatman actually pretty good on this map. I would choose Goatman. We've got the Mercenary, Matador, Lucky Guy. With the Coordinator Meteorologist bans, we see the Aeroplanist. Very good second round picks. City on Mercenary. Yumpy on the Matador, which makes pretty much sense. And we get Miko playing Hullabaloo. Alright, we got the corner isolation spawn with Matador. This was a bait. They were like, play opera singer, see what happens. We do see the isolation spawn for Yumpy. It means that either there's always a cipher up here on Big Boat, so if there's a beat cipher, he'll have to go, like a dock cipher, he'll have to go down there, or he'll have to go up here into beat cipher. Alright, we got full kite Lucky Guy, knee-jerk Tide Yumpy, Tide BT Mercenary, and knee-jerk BT Aeroplanist with the Hullabaloo with Inso Detention Warp. Very standard Hullabaloo build, no accessory, so just simple normal colors. Hit 1, yes, 1 hit, onto the 2, yep, that very good. This is one of my favorite Hala skins. It's so nice. I wailed for it. It's like I think that's my second most viewed video. Is wailing for this essence. It was so pain. Oh, nice hover. Baits out the hover, gets the hover out of the way, but like extends the chase. Just not. Yeah. Very good bait by Fuku here. Yeah, again, long pallet. He won't break it because he doesn't have pallet break, but if he doesn't, the survivor doesn't have a risk. Looking down, he doesn't get Hana's instinct since he's not on the jump card pad. Unless he brought a stack of it, which makes no sense. Why would you bring a stack of Hana's instinct and no pallet break? Nice bait, 1. Alright, we got the 1 kite. That's a huge, this is a really long kite now. 2, and then he doesn't want to rotate. Yeah, okay. Warp still out again. The nerfs made Hala so bad that like you need detention and you need insolence, but then you get a useless trait. The warp's really for later game. Look at that, no pallet break. Into 1 stack of wanted highlighted. I forgot who it was highlighting, but oh, that's a misclick. What is it, a misclick? Is he getting ready for the Matador coming? He might be getting ready for the Matador coming in. That's a really good bait. 2, he doesn't get what he wanted, and then there's just not enough time. He wants to double down. He really wants to double down, but he just got spin up. It's gonna extend the kite on Fuku here, especially since Fuku still has 1 more jetpack. I'm not sure if Fuku will use it, but oh, he still gets hit. He still gets hit. I remember when they released Holland, we're like, yeah, he's an all chase, no camp hunter, and now all he does is camp. All he does is camp. Yimpi's dead on the Cypher, really close to him, which is not good. If I was the hunter here, I would probably agree to chair Yimpi, but I think Miko knows that he's ahead, so he has some of the time to just not. City, oh, cancels one of the pads. He should grab the rescue, but it will hit. He didn't want to get TS there, so he made sure he got hit first. Or at least between swing animations. Fuku gets one hit, slow vault. Dude, I can't wait for that confined space vaulting buff, but it's only like 10%. Make a music alone. Does it not hit? That's rough. So if you don't know this, the clone colors go all the way up and down, just like as main stage colors. So like if there's 2-story and down, like you only have to get hit by one of them, which is how you get the double color. But like let's say your clone is like halfway above upstairs and you are on the bottom and you're able to get a swing on them, you'll get double color hit. He's forcing the heal. Wow. Well, we see the Cyphers here at 400% with 23% on the last one. I say 400, including the 23%, but then we've got 0 on the last one. But like, in essence, this is looking like a very good tie, especially because of the detention that we have on Miko Melody here. This is such a good place too. This is like, anywhere Opera is bad, Hala is also bad, but like it doesn't help. It doesn't make him shovel that much after he has first presence because of the jumps. The jumps are just so useful. We've got UGG coming in here, probably just as the Cypher popped. I think he's going to come in after half just to finish it, just to grab the rescue. He's actually going away from the gate, away from the chair, so they might, I think they might have Yumpi come in for the rescue, which is going to be unique. Completely on UGG here, because he knows that Yumpi has to go in for the rescue and that he can warp back. Oh, he sees. I don't think he can get, if he wanted to optimize his jumps, that was not the place to do it, but these hunters have so many things to play that like they can't focus on what to optimize. I think they can just force a non-rescue. No, they both have pads. They both could come in. Lock. Oh, flywheel. Hit. He has to run away. Yeah, he has to leave. The gate is popped. So that's a 3. Miko's doing very well here. Very, very well, in my opinion. And Yumpi can't even open the gate. He's too scared. He's too scared of what? We do have the tinnitus, but we don't know where he is. Oh, we found him. We're gonna put this on 2xp because this is either a 3k or a 4k. Either case is not very good. For RC. Nice bait, nice hit. But UGG does get up. He should be able to... Did he see him there? I don't think so. I think that's a bit too far. He should know approximately where he is with Clone 1, Clone 2. The thing is, it's gonna point to a dead survivor too. Oh, and he sees him. And the gun. Ha ha ha! Alright, that's a 4k. 4k is huge. So here's the thing about comp is that like it's not as similar to rank or non super professional, just because like, you know how we have like community teams that play and they're like fine in it and like their survivors do well, and like we don't see that happening here, and that's just because They're playing safer. They know that their hunter is good. And they know that, like, you'll be afraid of his hunter. So, like, they can just trust the hunter to get a 4k or 3k, much more than they can trust their survivors to get a 3 escape. My voice, bro! Alright, we got Mercenary, Meteorologist, Lanternist, and then we're gonna have... I think we're gonna go for the same Hollow pick here. I don't think he's gonna try anything special. Or he'll go his Nightmare. The Nightmare would be cool to see, but I'm not sure if we will. Cueist. Cueist is not a good pick in my opinion. Not on this map. I don't think this is a good map for Q. Not in this, because you have 2 characters that regenerate items, and every time you're gonna spawn near the map, the Mercenary, he'll just pat away. And Shinami. I don't think you have a good chase target here. Knee-jerk Titan, Meteorologist, knee-jerk Tide, Lanternist, Full Kite, Enchantress, Tide Beat. Okay, I'm on 2 XP. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Alright, we got the Shinami chase here, which makes sense. This is gonna be such a hard chase. Just isn't. It just doesn't work. He cancelled his bottle, so he has to vault. Right there, we'll see the back. Jump back because he has a 2-second cooldown before he can come out, and then you vault again. And push away too, so he has to vault slower. Cause the second one's slower. And he's gonna go into the ball again here. And this is probably a hit by Shinami because he's not a hit. You wanna delay that fist hit as much as you can for us either blink for fist, because you don't want that cue ball coming out. Now we're already going for the Cypher Lock on Alpha right there because he is on the Mercenary. He's wasting so much time on that though. He's trying to buy time for just blink. He wants to blink Shinami here. Shinami's gonna delay the blink as much as he can. And he gets that's rough. This is, you can't chase small boat. None of the meta hunters other than Goatman can chase small boat. This is not it. Blink there! Oh, alright, he does get a cue ball here. This should be a pretty fast down now. Shinami does have no items. It's gonna be a pretty average down, but that hurt so much. And he went the wrong way. Or, nope, he's just gonna die in the corner. He doesn't want to use cue ball. We got the first down on Shinami at 53-54% with the Cypher regression. Average down, but blink was used. No cue ball used. 5 points, so you should be able to lock down Hametsu Cypher. Does he want to lock down Hametsu Cypher? No. You should see it move now, at least. Lock it down? Lock it down? He doesn't want to. He's focused on getting... He wants to keep the Mercenary out of the game as much as he can. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And swing. Yeah. The chair like rescue speed buff was so huge that these mind games are really hard for hunters to play, especially any of the ones that need to chair rescue. Like, I mean, the thing is, a Terror Shock would just completely win you the game, so it's completely understandable why they would do that. It just hits. You can't win like that. You did get the hit on the Lisu here, so you do have the extra inertia buff. But since the Meteorologist is dead now, well, not dead, but like fallen, you only get 1 stack of inertia. It's anyone half health. It's not anything. It's not anyone on the chair, anyone on the ground, or anyone dead. So like, the survivors kind of get a buff after the first one dies. It's 8 seconds here of 2 stacks inertia. Because 2 stacks meaning 2 people. Wait, what? Yeah, well, because the one would be inbuilt and then 1 more. Nice pad. There's nothing. Oh, the TS, that helps. That really helps, Aka. The down here. Sorry, I'm just quiet because there's not much to talk about. We got double rush in the final one to just finish it as soon as they can. Q-ball, one of them can just get Q-balled if they want to and just keep finishing the cipher if they want. The only one that's been TS'd is the one with BT, and they just pop. They're gonna split gates, go for a tie. Naka has to choose, and he's gonna go for the gate. Dolisu, he sees Dolisu, now both gates can be worked on. So Dolisu gets a nice 5-second Lanternus buff, and he blinks in, and it doesn't even matter because he can cancel the ability while vaulting. I didn't even know that. I was taught that by one of my friends who said you can cancel your ability while vaulting as a Lanternus, which means none of the mind games even happen. Why can you do that? That makes no sense. That's like if I was like, if Cueist was coming out of his ball and he can just cancel that and go back into his ball. Or like a Hullabaloo puts his first clone up and he's just like, actually, I didn't put a clone up because I didn't swing with it yet. We get to chair the Dolisu here. This should be at least a 3, I think. Just because of that tinnitus, the Enchantress is able to come in. They can actually buy the 52 seconds they need and actually go for the pull, but like they don't have tied on anyone, so this shouldn't really affect Aka's outcome too much, just because this key cannot be worked on. So like either Hametsu needs to try and run out of here or try and come in for the rescue. The detention is out in 31 seconds, and Alpha should be able to tell him that because he does have BT. He ran away. He should be able to pull the chair, come on. Yeah, Hametsu's running into the chair. Does he know? No, he's going in around. 13 seconds left on detention, down to 10 now. Hametsu will also be full health, so he can't eat a hit if he needs to. And we get crows on Hametsu. They should know Dolisu's gonna run out, away. Hametsu's gonna run to the gate, so now he's forced to choose. If he chooses Hametsu, Dolisu gets a free way out. Is he gonna eat the ball? No, you want it on cooldown for longer. Blink is not up, so those mind games will not work. He does have the 1-stack stun flywheel, so he can vault it. The knee jerk, bro. He might actually... He can't. Dungeon's way too far. We do have... Yeah, 2 stacks now, and now he gets a 3-stack. Though, I think Alpha has crows now. He needs to vault for speed boost, but inertia speed boost. 3-stack for the inertia, and he might actually get dungeon. He's actually very close. He's very close. Cue ball on dungeon might actually be very necessary. He needs to cue ball dungeon. Run. Oh no! No, that's a 3 escape on RC. Ah, he looks so sad. No, I feel you. That's a 2-round win for Zeta. Oh, that's unfortunate. A 3 escape by Zeta. Very well played there in the endgame. Cueist really hurts after that detention hit. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Probably not the outcome we expected, but like, we saw Queen Bee and Cueist. Hey, at least we won't see Cueist in autumn season after his nerfs. Anyway, thanks for watching. Consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed this. I will do more of these since I saw people watching the other one. Thank you again.